Archangel Michael says, I ordered you to open this now. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are, don't rush, don't scroll, and definitely don't close this, because something older than time is finally pushing its way toward you. You think you just found this message. No, this moment was planned, the same way the moon knows when to rise, and if you skip now, the connection that has been waiting for the perfect second, will snap like a thread pulled too tight. You know that odd chill you've had lately, the one that comes even when the fan is off, or the sudden thought of someone who is no longer living. That wasn't your mind wandering, that was a nudge, soft, gentle, but impossible to ignore once you pay attention. And tonight, especially tonight, the signal is stronger, because the veil is thinner. Stay until the end, because I'm about to explain why all of this has been happening around you. Archangel Michael says, a soul from your family, someone who once shared laughter and food and stories with you, has been trying desperately to reach you. The atmosphere around you has shifted, because they've been stepping closer, searching for a moment when your heart was open enough to hear them. When the lights flicker for no reason, or when you feel a tiny pressure on your arm, that's them saying, I'm here. Don't scroll, just breathe slowly, something important is unfolding. This person, someone whose absence still forms a quiet ache in your heart, has seen what is coming into your life. Yes, the future. And because of that, they've been asking heaven again and again to allow this message to come through. They need to tell you something they never said when they were alive, a promise they left unfinished, is now being handed to you like a torch. You are the one chosen to complete what they could not. Archangel Michael says, their energy surrounds you most near dawn. That moment when the night softens, but the sun hasn't fully woken up, that's when they reach out. In the next few nights, pay attention to dreams that feel too real. Maybe you'll hear a song they loved, or see a familiar gesture. Heaven doesn't send confusing signs, it sends perfect ones. You are standing between the physical and the spiritual, and one side is whispering to you, my beloved child, don't move yet. Something has started shifting, like furniture being rearranged in an unseen room. A message that was held back for years, is finally stepping forward. Maybe you've smelled something lately, a fragrance that shouldn't be there, a scent you remember from them, or maybe you felt a small warm tap on your shoulder when no one was behind you. That was not imagination, they were checking if your heart was finally steady enough to hear the truth. And Archangel Michael says, tonight is the first night your spirit is open wide enough. The one who passed is trying to warn you, not to scare you, but to guide you. You're approaching a decision, a crossroad, something that connects directly to their last regret. They don't want you to repeat their silence, they want your voice to go where there's never reached. Stay with me, what comes next is the part that rewrites your understanding of the past. That soul has seen the hidden sadness you try to push down, they saw the tears you wiped quickly before anyone noticed, they watched you hold yourself together even on days when you were breaking inside. And now they want to lift that weight off your shoulders. Archangel Michael says, they've been whispering to angels to guard you so you don't repeat their mistakes. That sudden instinct telling you, don't go there, or, wait before saying yes, wasn't luck, it was their hand on your path. And my child, they're grateful, they say thank you for keeping their memory alive in small ways, maybe through a recipe, a story you repeat, or the kindness you show to strangers. Every act of goodness you've done has healed a part of their unfinished story. Stay, something big is still ahead. A sign will come soon. It may be a flickering light, a feather where it shouldn't be, a dream that feels like a conversation, or a song that plays at the exact moment you think of them. When it happens, don't dismiss it, that will be their confirmation. Because this message isn't over. My beloved child, listen with your whole heart. That presence you felt beside you lately, the one that makes you suddenly turn around, that's not your mind playing tricks, that's them waiting for the exact night when you would finally be ready to hear their last truth. Archangel Michael says, they were never gone, they simply became light that follows you everywhere. Before they left this world, they discovered something that belonged to you, a truth, a confession, maybe even an object hidden away. They didn't know how to give it then, so heaven is delivering it now, through understanding rather than words. They saw the night you broke down, they heard your quiet prayers, when you whispered into the darkness, hoping anyone heard you. And every tear you cried, formed a bridge that strengthened the connection between your souls. Archangel Michael says, they vowed to protect you. You've already felt this protection, the danger you avoided by seconds, the heartbreak that almost happened but didn't, the sudden pull to change direction, all of that was guidance. And now they want you to release the guilt you've been carrying. You think you didn't say enough, or do enough, but they saw your heart, it was more than enough. Don't scroll, the most powerful shift is happening right now. If you suddenly feel warmth on your neck, a wave of calm, or a chill that doesn't scare you, that's them placing their final blessing on you. A blessing that leads straight into your next chapter. That feeling wasn't weakness, it was the soul who loved you, reminding you that even in your darkest moments, you were never truly standing alone. Stay till the end, my beloved child, because what comes next is the part they begged heaven to deliver to you today. The message is shifting now, becoming clearer, stronger, almost like the air itself is leaning closer, so you don't miss a single word meant for your heart. Archangel Michael says, the one who left before their time, has watched every silent battle you carried inside. They saw the nights you wiped away tears with trembling hands, pretending to be fine for everyone else. They saw how you pushed forward, even when you felt completely empty. And now they're asking you to release the weight you've been holding onto for far too long. Not because you failed them, but because you honored them far more than you ever realized. Stay with me, don't scroll. This moment right here, is the closest the two worlds have been in years. You might even feel that soft tingling on your arm, or a sudden calm in your chest, those are not random feelings. That's their way of saying, I'm here, I've always been here. Their message carries love, not fear. For your entire life, you thought you walked alone through storms, but the truth is, someone was clearing the path in ways you never noticed. My beloved child, they want you to know, why this message reached you today of all days. Because heaven has opened a small window, where truth can finally cross through. You have been sensing things lately, like hearing your name when no one was around, or feeling the room shift during quiet moments. Those weren't imagination, those were unanswered words finally finding the doorway to you. Archangel Michael says, they carried regret with them when they crossed over. Not regret about their own life, but regret about the words they never spoke to you. They wished they had been more open, more honest, more expressive with their love. And now through this message, heaven is giving them the chance they never had in this world. Don't skip, there is something they have been waiting years to tell you. They want you to stop blaming yourself. That guilt you hold, the what ifs, the maybe I should have, the I wasn't there enough. They are begging you to release it now. They saw your heart, they know the love you carried, nothing you did was small. Every moment you showed up, even silently, meant everything to them. Stay till the end, because what comes next is the part they whispered into the light again and again. They said, please tell them they made my life softer, tell them they were my comfort, tell them I left knowing I was loved. Those aren't just words, they are the healing they have been trying to give you since the day they crossed over. My beloved child, the connection between you and them didn't end, it just changed form. When you dream of them, that's not memory, it's visitation. When you hear their favorite song at the perfect moment, that's not coincidence, it's their signal. And when you suddenly feel protected for no reason, that's their spirit stepping in, like they always wished they could in life. Archangel Michael says, you are being guided into a new season, one where your spirit will feel lighter than it has in years. The heaviness you have been carrying wasn't all yours, some of it belonged to the unfinished emotions they left behind. Now that they have delivered their message, that weight will start to dissolve. You will notice yourself breathing deeper, thinking clearer, walking with new strength. Don't scroll, there is more. They want you to understand that the challenges you are facing now are connected to the promise they couldn't fulfill. You are stepping into something they once dreamed of, but never had the time to reach. That is why the universe keeps pushing you forward, even when you feel unprepared. You are not just living your own story, you are completing theirs. Stay till the end, because a sign will come soon, clearer than anything before. It may be a sudden memory that warms your whole chest, or a faint scent you haven't smelled in years, or a dream that feels more real than the morning light. When it happens, pause, press your hand over your heart, and know it is them saying, you got my message, now live freely. My beloved child, they are not leaving you. But now they can step back into peace, knowing you finally understand the truth that has been chasing your spirit. And heaven smiles, because this moment right now is the closing of an old wound, and the beginning of a new chapter lined with protection, clarity, and strength. Archangel Michael says, you are not cursed, you are not forgotten, you are chosen to carry a legacy of love that even death couldn't break. And as you step into the next days, you will feel their presence shift, not away, but into a gentler, calmer light. One that walks ahead of you, clearing your path, guiding your steps, and making sure you rise higher than they could. This is your time, my beloved, the message has reached its home. And from this moment on, nothing in your spirit will feel the same, because the truth has finally been delivered across worlds, making its way into places you once thought would remain dark forever. Stay with me, my beloved child, don't scroll now. The moment unfolding inside you is like the quiet glow before sunrise, soft, almost invisible, yet powerful enough to change everything it touches. The message that began in the unseen is still moving through you, settling into the corners of your heart, like warm light filling an empty room. Archangel Michael says, this final part is not a goodbye, it is an awakening. The one who crossed over has poured their last piece of truth into your spirit, and now your life is shifting into alignment with that truth. This isn't the end of their presence, it is the beginning of your clarity. And as he speaks, the air around you feels heavier, but in a comforting way, like someone placing a gentle hand on your back after a long journey. Stay till the end. You may notice memories come back in waves, their laughter echoing in your mind, a small phrase they used to repeat, or even the way they walked into a room with a certain warmth. These memories aren't random, they are reminders woven into time, proof that what connects you to them is stronger than any physical boundary. You carry their lessons, the way the ocean carries traces of every shore it touches. Don't skip, their message continues with one truth they have held for so long. They never wanted their departure to make you smaller. They wanted you to grow, to expand, to live boldly in ways they never had the chance to. Every dream you abandoned out of fear, every plan you paused because life got heavy. Those are the things they now encourage you to pick up again, not as a duty, but as a celebration of both your lives. Archangel Michael says, your path is clearing in ways you can't see yet. The heaviness that clung to your spirit is falling away, like dust shaken from old pages. You are stepping into a season where your courage finally meets your purpose. And as these words settle, you may feel a small spark inside your chest, soft but confident, like the beginning of hope rebuilding itself. Stay with me, you are not just healing, you are transforming. The Spirit who walked beside you in life, now walks beside you in light. When you feel sudden strength out of nowhere, that is them. When you sense calm in moments that once terrified you, that is them too. Their guidance has shifted from whispers to steady currents moving through the rhythm of your days. You may notice something new in the coming hours, a sense of direction, like a quiet inner voice finally becoming clear. The one who passed wants you to trust that voice. It is the same intuition they have been nudging gently, hoping you would learn to recognize it as support, not doubt. Your future is not something to fear, it is something they have already blessed. Don't scroll, there is more. They want you to know that nothing you regret was a failure in their eyes. What you call mistakes, they call learning. What you call lost time, they call preparation. You have been harder on yourself than life required, and they ask you to finally put down that weight. Your heart wasn't meant to carry guilt like luggage through every chapter. Archangel Michael says, the blessing coming toward you is not small, it's large enough to shift the atmosphere around your life. The Spirit who loved you has been working beside heaven, to make sure the next doors that open will not harm you, but uplift you. And as he says this, you may feel a strange inner reassurance, as if something deep inside just whispered, you're safe now. Stay till the end. The next few days may bring soft signs, a feather in an unexpected place, a name you haven't heard in years suddenly appearing, or a moment of peace that feels almost unreal. These are not tricks of the mind, they're confirmations that you've been heard, seen, and supported. When these moments appear, pause, smile, let gratitude rise in you like warm breath on a cold window. The one who left wants you to know their journey is complete, and now yours can move without the weight of their unfinished story. You are not holding their past anymore, you are carrying their blessing forward. The love that once lived between you has transformed into something greater, protection, guidance, and quiet strength. Don't skip. You are entering a period where your choices will feel clearer, your spirit lighter, and your path more directed. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because you are no longer walking with confusion sitting on your shoulders. The clarity blooming inside you is part of the gift they always hoped you'd receive. Archangel Michael says, walk with confidence, you are watched over, you are guided, and you are stronger now than you've ever been. Let those words settle into you like soft rain soaking into dry earth. You are stepping into alignment with a future shaped by love, not fear. The energy around you is shifting into something protective, gentle, and powerful. Stay with me till the very end. Take one breath deeper than usual, feel the calm entering your lungs, feel the quiet settling in your mind, feel the warmth moving through your chest, like a soft sunrise finding its way into a dark room. That's the final blessing from the Spirit who loved you, proof that even from beyond the veil, love always finds a way to reach home. Your chapter ahead is not about loss, it's about becoming whole again, and you are ready. My beloved, stay right here, because this moment is not ordinary, this is the turning point where heaven breathes over your timeline. The energy around you is shifting in a way that only souls who've survived deep storms can recognize. You might feel your heartbeat steadying, your mind softening, or that strange peaceful silence that almost feels like someone is gently placing a hand on your shoulder. That's not imagination, that's guidance. Archangel Michael says this is the divine pause before your new chapter bursts open. The kind of pause a sunrise takes right before it spreads across the entire sky. The kind of pause your soul takes when it realizes the worst is behind you. You've walked through shadows that were heavy enough to silence anyone, yet here you are, still standing, still listening, still open to the light. And heaven honors that. The one who left this world has watched every step you took in the dark. They saw the nights when your chest felt bruised from holding in tears, they saw the mornings when you carried your grief like a quiet weight, and still showed up for life. They've seen how you protected others even while you were hurting. And now, with the grace of someone who understands eternity, they whisper into your spirit, you didn't lose me, you lifted me. Stay till the end, my child. Because the blessings approaching your life will not come loudly. They will arrive softly, like someone opening a window in a room you didn't realize had become too dark. You'll notice your thoughts clearing, opportunities reappearing, and the right kind of people coming into your world, with warmth you haven't felt in a long while. This is heaven reorganizing your path, making space for joy that once felt impossible. Archangel Michael says, your faith has rewritten your destiny, where there was sorrow there will now be clarity, where there was emptiness there will now be abundance. Don't move. Because this next part is sacred. The spirit who once cried through your grief has now evolved into your guardian light. They touch your life in ways that feel subtle, but unmistakable. That sudden memory that gives you comfort, that unexpected feather on your path, that moment when you laugh without meaning to. These are not coincidences, these are love letters sent through the veil. They want you to live fully, because your joy gives them peace, your healing gives them rest, your laughter gives them wings. Take a slow breath. You're stepping into the season where heaven becomes more visible in your everyday life. You may start to feel an inner guidance pushing you toward things you once avoided, you may feel more connected to nature, drawn to silence, or inspired to try something new. These are signs that your spirit is waking up after a long winter. Archangel Michael says, you are entering alignment. The kind of alignment where things that were once difficult suddenly become effortless, where answers that once felt hidden now reveal themselves naturally, like the pieces of your life finally remembering where they belong. Stay till the end, because the blessing that's about to enter your life isn't small, it's generational. The healing you completed for the one who passed has traveled through unseen lines, softening the pain carried by ancestors you've never met. You broke cycles without even knowing, you ended patterns of silence by giving your heart a voice. And that is why heaven calls you the one who rises, the one who brings peace, the one who transforms endings into beginnings. Don't skip this part. You might feel a sudden warmth wrapping around your upper back, or a tingling moving across your arms. That is the last whisper of the Spirit who reached you. They want you to know they're not leaving you, they're settling into their higher place, while you settle into your higher purpose. Their peace will now echo through every moment of happiness you experience. And every time you smile sincerely, you strengthen the bridge between your worlds. My child, Archangel Michael says, walk forward with confidence. The veil has thinned for you, you are protected in ways you cannot yet comprehend. You may soon find yourself meeting someone who feels strangely familiar, as if your souls recognize each other before your minds do. This will be heaven's way of gifting you new connections that match the frequency of who you have become. You'll step into conversations that feel destined, moments that feel orchestrated, and opportunities that feel hand-delivered. This is your rebirth. Not the kind that erases the past, but the kind that transforms it into power. Your tears once watered the ground beneath you, and now that same ground is blooming with blessings you thought were impossible. You are not the person who mourns anymore, you are the soul who expands, the one who carries light that even angels acknowledge. Stay till the end, my beloved child, because this final breath of the message is your spiritual coronation. Your heart now stands in a place of completion, yet filled with the promise of new beginnings. The chapter behind you may be closed, but the story ahead of you shines with grace that moves before you like a gentle wind. And as heaven watches you step forward, glowing in a way only transformed souls do, carrying peace that reaches beyond endings, and walking with a strength that whispers to the universe, I am ready. The calm rising through your chest right now is not an accident, it's the quiet confirmation that everything you've heard, everything you've felt, has finally locked into place. What seemed like random moments of comfort, sudden clarity, or that surprising wave of peace you felt last night, none of it was random. It was preparation, a soft rehearsal for this exact moment, where the message settles fully inside you. My child, you're not imagining this shift, you're stepping into it. Archangel Michael says, the alignment you feel is the signature of completion. You've been walking with questions for so long, that you forgot what certainty feels like. But now certainty is returning to you like an old friend. It's the same kind of certainty you felt during moments you didn't understand back then, like when you chose kindness even though your heart was hurting, or when you picked yourself up on days when no one saw the strength it took. Those small uncelebrated victories became your spiritual armor, and heaven watched every one of them. Stay till the end, because this transformation happening inside you isn't only for today. It's the beginning of a long unfolding chapter. The one who crossed over didn't leave you with emptiness, they left you with momentum. You are now carrying the part of their story they couldn't finish, and instead of weighing you down, it's lifting you. Every step you take forward pulls both of your souls toward higher ground. Think of it like two lanterns tied by the same string. When one rises, the other glows brighter. Don't skip, let this truth sink into you. You're no longer the person you were when this message began. Something in your spirit has stretched, softened, opened. You're no longer holding grief the way you used to, now you're holding guidance. The whispers that once felt like memory have become direction. The ache that once felt heavy has become a compass pointing you toward what's meant for you. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, your path has been rewritten in clarity. That's why the air feels different around you, why you suddenly feel lighter in places where you once felt pressure. It's the same way the world becomes quieter before rain gently begins to fall. That stillness isn't emptiness, it's divine timing gathering itself, and right now that timing is bending in your favor. Stay till the end. The warmth spreading through your chest is not just emotion, it's recognition. Your soul is recognizing the truth in these words. The one who loved you hasn't faded, they've simply changed their form. Now they walk with you through intuition, through unexpected comfort, through those subtle moments where you feel held without knowing why. You might even begin noticing small signs, sudden feathers, repeating numbers, gentle songs that appear at the perfect moment, or dreams that feel more like visits than memories. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. Don't scroll, take one slow breath. Feel how your shoulders drop without effort, feel how the atmosphere around you softens, almost as if the world itself is holding its breath with you. That's because this moment is sacred, it's the final thread of the message weaving itself into your story. You've listened with your heart open, and heaven responds to openness faster than to anything else. My child, Archangel Michael says, you've stepped into spiritual maturity. This doesn't mean you know everything, it means you now trust what you feel, it means you can hear your intuition clearly without drowning it in fear. You're no longer chasing healing, healing is chasing you. And the peace that's beginning to form behind your ribs is proof that the cycle of heaviness has officially broken. Stay till the end, because there's one more thing you need to know. The one you miss isn't simply blessing you from a distance, they're guiding the opportunities being placed in front of you. The sudden invitations, the gentle friendships, the unexpected ideas, the new chances to build, grow, reconnect. All of it is being aligned through the love that survived beyond their breath. Their care did not end, it transformed into orchestration. Don't skip. In the coming days you may feel bursts of motivation you can't explain, or moments where your spirit feels renewed out of nowhere. Follow those nudges, they are heaven's fingerprints. And when you feel yourself smiling without trying, that's when you'll know their presence is closer than ever. Not as a shadow of what was lost, but as a guardian of what's beginning. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says, walk forward now with your spirit lifted. The storm taught you resilience, the silence taught you listening, the pain taught you compassion, and now the light teaches you purpose. You stand at the edge of a new chapter that welcomes you, not with fear, but with recognition. As if your future has been waiting with open arms. Stay till the end. Feel this last wave of peace settling inside you, like a lighthouse finding its full glow again. What you feel right now isn't the end of the message, it's the beginning of your clarity. You are not stepping into life alone, you are stepping forward with protection, with purpose, and with a connection that eternity itself couldn't break. And this is your turning point. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are, don't rush away from this moment, because something sacred is unfolding in the silence between your breaths. Heaven has placed a gentle light over you, the kind of light that only touches souls who have walked through storms, and still kept their heart open. Feel it, that subtle warmth rising through your spine. That is not imagination, that is the universe acknowledging your endurance. For so long you carried wounds that no one could see, battles that no one understood, and pain that tried to convince you that your story was ending. But look at you, you're still here, and not just surviving, your spirit has begun to rise again with a quiet strength, that even you didn't know you possessed. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. A moment of return, restoration, and renewal. Archangel Michael says, your heart has crossed the threshold. You're no longer tied to yesterday's shadows, you are stepping into a life that matches the depth of your soul. Feel how the air around you softens, how your thoughts slow down, how your spirit settles. That is divine recalibration. The same energy that once broke your heart, is now becoming the foundation of your elevation. My child, don't scroll, there is a sacred alignment happening around you, the spirit who once loved you is not just watching, they're guiding the architecture of your future, they're shaping blessings behind the scenes, preparing the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments to meet you perfectly. You are not entering an ordinary season, you are entering a destiny designed with precision. Heaven whispers that nothing has been wasted, not a single tear, not a single prayer, not a single night you cried into the darkness thinking no one heard you. Everything has formed a constellation of purpose, that is now lighting your path. And now every step you take is supported by the strength of the one who loves you from beyond the veil. Archangel Michael says, you've done your part, you listened when it mattered, you stayed open even when it hurt. And now grace follows you like a shadow, the love you lost has become the light you walk with. Their presence will show up in sudden peace, unexplainable comfort, or that strange moment when you feel someone standing behind you, even though no one is there. That's not coincidence, that's companionship. Stay with me, this is the part where your spirit finally exhales, where you release the weight you've carried for years, where heaven rewrites your timeline with blessings that match your courage. You're entering a chapter where your heart will feel understood by the universe itself. My beloved child, the angels say the bond between you and the one who crossed over has not ended, it has transformed, it has stretched wider than time, deeper than memory, stronger than loss. And now instead of holding your heart in sadness, they are holding your future in light. They're guiding you toward people who will love you gently, experiences that will heal you naturally, and moments where you'll feel more alive than you've felt in years. Archangel Michael says, walk with your head lifted, you have nothing left to fear. Heaven has assigned protection to your name, and that protection doesn't move away from you, not when you're tired, not when you're lost, not when you feel small. It stays wrapped around you like a shield of quiet strength. Feel that slow wave of calm moving into your chest, That's the imprint of divine alignment settling into place. From this moment you'll begin to notice signs, numbers repeating, lights flickering, gentle chills, dreams that feel too real to ignore. These are confirmations that your connection hasn't ended, it's just become easier for heaven to reach you. My child, the universe wants you to know you've crossed a spiritual bridge. You're no longer the person you were in your grief, you've become someone refined by love, sharpened by truth, and strengthened by everything you thought would break you. And now nothing dark can reach you without passing through the light that surrounds your soul. Stay until the last word, your transformation is almost sealed. Heaven is aligning blessings that will feel like justice for every wound you endured. Love will return to you in forms that honor what you lost, peace will rise in you on days when you least expect it, and joy, real radiant soul deep joy, will find you again. Archangel Michael says, move forward with the softness of someone protected, and the boldness of someone chosen. The Spirit who loved you walks beside you now, not as a memory, but as a guardian written into every moment of your destiny. Their love is eternal, unbroken, and woven into every miracle that is coming. And now my beloved child, breathe, you are stepping into a chapter guided by heaven's own hand, wrapped in unseen love, and blessed by a future that has finally opened its doors to you. The peace settling around you now isn't temporary, it's the kind that reaches into your future, and rearranges things quietly, like someone opening the curtains before sunrise. You've carried so much, survived so much, and now heaven is handing you a softer chapter. What once felt like an endless climb is turning into level ground beneath your feet. And as this new calm sinks in, you'll notice small moments glowing again, like laughter returning without effort, or mornings feeling less heavy than they used to. This is where the healing you never thought would happen finally becomes your everyday reality. Archangel Michael says, your spirit has entered its restored form. The weight you carried has unhooked itself from your back, and now your steps belong to freedom. You may even feel as if someone just brushed away the last remaining dust of old memories. That's their presence, gentle, familiar, stronger than ever, guiding you toward clarity you didn't know you were ready for. And while you move forward, you'll catch signs in unexpected places, a kind word from a stranger, a moment of stillness that feels like déjà vu, or a sudden comfort that wraps around you for no reason at all. Those are reminders that love hasn't weakened, it has matured into something unbreakable. Stay with this feeling, because this is the part where your heart and destiny realign. The one who loved you is no longer reaching from afar, they're woven into your intuition, your instincts, your sudden courage. What once felt like loss is slowly revealing itself as transformation. And now every time you offer compassion to someone else, their energy echoes through your kindness, like a gentle signature hidden in your actions. You've become an extension of their light. Archangel Michael says, hold your head high, beloved. This is not just survival, this is ascension. Your story carries a new power now, one that will inspire others just by existing. You don't need to announce it, people will feel it when they stand beside you, when they hear you speak, when they watch you choose grace over fear. The universe recognizes souls who have walked through darkness, and still managed to shine. Don't scroll, let this truth settle inside you. You are no longer standing at the edge of your sorrow, you're standing at the beginning of your divine influence. Your future is expanding, Your spirit is awakening, and heaven is placing steady light beneath every step you take next.